A team of Enforcement Directorate was allegedly attacked during a raid in West Bengal, Sandesh Khali today. The team was in this area to conduct searches in the house of block-level functionaries of TMC in connection with an alleged ration scam. Now, the ED officials were attacked by a mob of villagers and have been taken to the hospital. The Bengal governor has called this incident ghastly. A war of words has erupted in the state over this incident, with BJP and Congress both saying that lawlessness in the state has been exposed, while the TMC has distanced itself from the violence. My colleague Ratnadeep brings us more, but first let's listen to some political reactions coming into the story.
जिस तरीके से आज संदेश खाली में शाहजहान शेख के वहाँ पे जिस तरीके से ईडी के अफसर के ऊपर प्रेस के ऊपर जो हमला हुआ है, वो दिखाता है कि बंगाल में रोहिंग्या मुस्लिम जो है उनको घुस के बंगाल की पूरी लॉ एंड ऑर्डर को क्या कर चुके हैं। और ये जो ईडी के साथ हो रहा है, ये सिर्फ ईडी के साथ नहीं हो रहा है, ये अपना बंगालियों का फ्यूचर दिखा रहा है। बंगालियों के साथ भी ऐसे आगे आने वाले समय में होने वाला है।
सत्तारूढ़ पार्टी के गुंडों ने, दरिंदों ने जो हमला बोला है आज ईडी के ऑफिसरों के खिलाफ, इसमें ये जगजाहिर होते हैं कि बंगाल में कानून और व्यवस्था की हाल कितना बुरा होते जा रहे हैं। आज जख्मी हुए हैं, कल ईडी वाले अगर खत्म हो जाए, खून हो जाए, तो हमें मुझ जैसे लोगों के लिए ये अचरज की बात नहीं होगी।
What happened in Sandesh Khali, any kind of violence is not supported by Trinamool Congress. But the villagers were complaining that they were provoked by the central forces which were accompanying the investigative agencies.
The ghastly incident reported from Sandesh Khali in North 24 Parganas district is alarming, is deplorable, to say the least. It is the bounden duty of a civilized government to stop barbarism and vandalism in a democracy. If government fails in its basic duty, then the Constitution of India will definitely take its course.
This is yet another flashpoint perhaps between the BJP and the Trinamool Congress over the ED investigations in connection to several alleged scams in West Bengal. Remember, the ED is investigating not only the PDS scam, in which this morning in connection to that alleged scam there was this raid that ED was planning in Sandesh Khali block of North 24 Parganas of West Bengal, where they early morning along with central forces and there were also a lot of journalists with them that had gone to raid the premises of a few Trinamool Congress leader, and when they were about to raid the premises of Shahjahan Sheikh, who is an influential Trinamool Congress leader, according to ED officials, their team was attacked. In fact, some of their officials have sustained injuries. Central forces were there, but they were outnumbered. That's what ED sources are telling us, because there was a huge mob which had gathered there. In fact, some of the media persons who were accompanying the ED team were also attacked. That's what we are hearing from our sources. They have also sustained injuries. So those who have sustained injuries have been taken to private hospital for fast aid. However, this has already turned into a war of words between the ruling Trinamool Congress and the BJP. We played out those sound bites where each of the party leaders accusing each other. In fact, if this PDS scam is being investigated since last year, in fact, Bengal Minister Jyotipriya Malik is in ED custody since last year. In connection to this, in fact, the ED has been investigating the primary teacher scam as well. And if you see, a couple of weeks back, when BJP's national President JP Nadda and Union Home Minister Amit Shah were in Kolkata, they clearly said that in the ensuing 2024 general elections, allegations of corruption against the Trinamool Congress government in West Bengal is going to be their prime political narrative on which they would go to the voters in West Bengal. However, the Trinamool Congress time and again has been mentioning and maintaining and alleging that the centre is trying to misuse the agencies for political gains in Bengal. Amid all this, this was the first attack on ED officials in West Bengal. Remember, they have been investigating several cases, several alleged scams. There have been several raids by ED in West Bengal, but this morning when this ED team went to Sandesh Khali, which is in North 24 Parganas district, they have come under attack. Those visuals are there. We have been playing out those visuals since morning, and this is perhaps yet another political flashpoint as well between the BJP and the Trinamool Congress.
So we have Sukanta Majumdar, President of the BJP in West Bengal, joining us on the phone line. Mr. Majumdar, thank you very much for speaking to NDTV. You've written a letter to MHA requesting for an NIA investigation into this whole matter. What has happened is very distressing, but the TMC says that they're not involved. Do you suspect that the mob violence that happened was not spontaneous and at some level it could have been instigated?
See, Basudha, the incident that happened, it was unfortunate. It is an unfortunate incident, and it could not happen if there is there is no institution behind it from the TMC. TMC has sponsored. We are consciously alleging that the TMC has sponsored this attack. Sajahan Sheikh and his allies are doing this kind of things for last several years. They are using the Indian land for anti-India activity, and whenever a agency which is governed by the Constitution of the India has been attacked by these mobs, it is clear that the Constitution has been defamed in the land of Bengal.
Right. Mr. Majumdar, tell us a little bit about this place, Sandesh Khali in North 24 Parganas. What is the political situation out there? And you've also demanded paramilitary presence there. How is the BJP looking at this issue, sir?
See, several times we have shouted this matter, and we have coined these things that this Sandesh Khali and other regions, the infiltration is going on for last several years, more than 50 years. Demography has been changed. If you compare the demography of this region, if you compare the demography of this region between the two census, the first census after 1947, that is after the independence, and the last census, that is the 2011, it will be quite evident that how the demography has been changed and land jihad is happening there. This man, nothing more than a criminal. And not only criminal, he is an anti-India person, and he is doing this kind of activity under the shelter of TMC. TMC use him for the politics because TMC's main contribution towards the Bengal politics is that the inclusion of this kind of goons and hooligans in the mainstream politics. That is the main contribution of the TMC. And totally these areas are used for the anti-India activity, cow smuggling, gold smuggling, and other kind of illegal activity.
Now, my last question to you, do you also see a spurt? I mean, Bengal has been known for post-poll violence. Do you see a spurt in political violence in the last few days? And today's incident, how would you describe it? Because it's, nothing like this has happened in the past in any part of the country. So how would you describe it, sir?
See, this is a unique phenomenon of West Bengal under the TMC rule. Even this land has been ruled by CPM more than 34 years. But never this kind of incident happened. But during this tenure, that is tenure of TMC, the central agency are facing the attack from the hooligans. Those are TMC hooligans. This is not the first time when the DG of one police officer was accused for one corruption, and the CBI wanted to interrogate and search his house. At that time also, Kolkata police tried to, actually Kolkata police arrested some CBI officials also, which is totally against the constitution. So this kind of incident is happening. It is the separatist mindset of the TMC and Mamata Banerjee, which is provoking this kind of incident under this government.
So my last question, so you don't agree with the TMC's view that these are just villagers, regular common people who were just angry that there were many ED raids, and these are actually TMC functionaries?
These are TMC functionaries. Not only that, this man is known for establishing Rohingya colonies in his locality. The Rohingyas are also, the presence of Rohingyas should be also investigated. It is the threat for the country. Now Bengal is becoming, some part of Bengal, not the whole Bengal, especially the north and south Chobis Parganas, especially along with some other parts. These areas are becoming the internal threat to the internal security of our beloved country. So obviously central intervention is required in this case.
Mr. Majumdar, for joining us. Thank you for your time.